Lots and lots of things that I like to cook are kind of in that Mediterranean sort of, you know, because it's such a healthy diet, one of the healthiest diets in the world. So I am a fan of halloumi.
Ooh, yes,
I
love it. Deep fried halloumi chips? No.
Well, we're just going to char grill everything today, and I'm going to make a stack, basically, of Mediterranean-style veggies with some gorgeous homemade pesto. So, and the beauty is, it's all going to go into one griddle pan. But also, if you've got a Barbie that you can just fire up very, very quickly, this is a great one to do in the Barbie because you can get everything cooking all at once, compile it together, and you've got a really delicious meal.
Do you want me to slice a zucchini?
Do. I want you to do it kind of like I'm doing my eggplant here, but perhaps you can do it a little shorter, like in quarter lengths.
So whenever I hear about like diets and cuisines from around the world, Mediterranean always comes up as the super diet to base yourself on.
Oh, it's one of the best in the world. You heard of the blue zones?
Blue zones?
They're basically the areas in the world that have been identified where people live the longest, healthiest lives. Originally out of the 5, 2 of them are in the Mediterranean region, and that's Icaria, which is an island in Greece, and Sardinia, which is one of the Italian islands.
So what you're saying is we should all move to Greece, to a Greek island. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Well, I do in my dreams all the time. You know when you do those Zoom meetings and you can give yourself a background? I always give myself a sort of Greek balcony behind me, or I'm in an olive grove. That's my sort of go-to Zoom background. So, you know, we can but dream.
Mykonos, here we come.
So all I'm doing is I'm going to brush the veggies with some extra virgin olive oil, which of course is at the heart of the Mediterranean diet. I'm putting some salt and pepper and then popping it into my griddle pan. I'm just working out how I'm going to fit everything in as best I can.
That's all right. We can always do it in batches. The Mediterraneans are in no hurry.
Well, that's the other beauty, actually. It's not just about what they eat. It's the way they eat. They cook with love. Everything's about fresh produce that's in season. They sit down together around the table and really eat with joy and pleasure. And I think that undoubtedly that's a big part of the success of their diet.
They are speaking my language, Jo.
And maybe that little glass of wine with the meal, you know, I'm not saying anything's wrong with that. Might be a little partial to that myself.
Absolutely. I just love these flavours. When you're talking eggplant, zucchini, mushroom, pesto, halloumi, you just know you're onto something good, even before you start.
Now, what I'm going to do with the mushrooms is just cut out the stem. I'm not going to throw it away. Either you could just stir-fry these separately and have them on the side, or just keep them for something else. Keep them for another dish, put them into your risotto or your casserole.
Chop them up through your bolognese.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So don't throw it away. But for this particular dish, what I'm basically going to do is like a kind of mushroom burger.
Did you say burger?
I did. I did say burger. But this is a vegetarian version.
Love that idea of a mushy burger. That's great.
Why not?
So essentially, these are going to become the buns.
Yeah, these are the buns, and we're going to fill it with veggies, halloumi, and your sauce is going to be the pesto.
Great idea.
So we are just going to grill off the rest of these veggies until they've got those lovely charred lines. That's what I'm looking for in the veggies. And cook the halloumi in exactly the same way, and then we're going to create our stack. Oh, don't they look good, Tim?
They look amazing. I love it. Just that grilled vegetable smell. You can't beat it.
Isn't it beautiful? It takes a little bit of effort to make people excited about veggies, but when you cook them this beautifully,
look at
they
those
do
bar
look good.
marks. I mean, and I love my meat, Jo, but I would happily tuck into this.
Good. Excellent. I've persuaded you. I do think the trick with halloumi is spray lemon juice on yourself. No. And on your colleague. Put some lemon juice on your halloumi. Honestly, it makes such a difference.
Just helps to lift it up to another dimension.
It does. So there we go. Veggies all on the top. Let's not waste any. I'm going to do a little bit more. And do you know what this last one was for, Tim? That was for you and me.
Oh, you shouldn't have.
Make your own pesto at home. There is nothing like the smell, the taste. If you've got a processor or a blender, it is so easy to do.
You can't beat it.
I'm going to put some inside and then just right on the top.
And the great thing with pesto is you can make a big batch and freeze it and just bring it out for pastas or anything that you need a pesto for.
Exactly. My son has pesto just spread on toast.
Love that.
And then I'm just going to put an extra dollop on the side for you to dip. And that is a delicious breakfast, lunch, light dinner, whatever you want it to be. That beautiful salty halloumi with those Mediterranean veggies, the mushies, and some homemade pesto.
The mushroom's the real hero, but if Mediterranean food looks this delicious and fresh, sign me up.
It's not hard to get your veggies, just make them delicious.